Let's see if this shit works. This shouldn't even hear me. Check. And somebody's in here. Can't actually tell if my fucking mic is working. Currently got a webcam on a Cheez-It box. Gonna make sure I can see shit. What's up? What's good? Can you hear me? Just do like a. If anybody can hear me, just say something in the chat. Hello. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. It's working. All right. Cool. Cool. I don't really know what I'm doing right now, but I just figured I'd see how this works real quick before I start doing this little regularly. Oh, 11 people. This is a lot more people than I thought would come in here already. Dope. Dope. Yeah, bear with me. I'm not into this type of stuff, but I'm learning to be. So I'll hop around here. Maybe play y'all some new music. See if it plays. It's not gonna work like through the stream or whatever, but you'll have like pretty shitty quality, but it'll work. At least you'll get the idea. I'm gonna run one real quick. All right, this is the first song. It's called Eggs. Hope y'all like it. I'm not gonna play the whole album today. Gotta save something for y'all to like hear later, but let's see. If this audio is fucked, let me know. Stop it right there for now. I don't know how it's sounding. It's probably distorted as hell running through the microphone because I don't even know where it's like coming from. Because I've got my one mic up here. You can't see it. It's not in frame, but this shit. But you know, well, sounds great. It's good to know. What up, Jeff? My name's Jeff. Classic. I'll just keep mowing through some of the snippets and stuff. I kind of wanted to play y'all Smack 2. It didn't make the album because it was just a little too much. I think it was like a very intense listen, and it kind of messed with the track list a little bit, and I thought it just didn't make a lot of sense to have on there, but I don't know if it's even worth coming out or putting out at this point, but let me see if I can go here through Dropbox real quick and find one. Let's see. Smack 2.0. I think this is the right one. Should be. Alright. I'll do a little bit of that after this. I'll explain a little bit, I guess. job, Lowell. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Waste our things, breaking down modern day, taking down what's made. It's an odd thing, knowing we are the same, when albums are made.
Hi, bud. How you doing, man? Smack 2. So that's pretty loud. A lot of shit going on with it. I didn't wind up writing the last little bit to that. That's kind of like the equivalent of the acoustic part at the end of the first smack. I don't know if it'll ever come out. I mean, at some point, I think it could sit on like an album in a better context. Because, I mean, it's barely music. I mean, it bounces around to so much different shit that, like, I don't really see it really sitting on anything unless it had, like, a good context to it. But I saw something, what are the odds of a full Smacked album of Smacked 1 through 10, like 10 songs? I don't know. I mean, that would be kind of like the goal later on, but because that's the music I like making the most, but it's not very like listenable for most people. So I kind of want to like balance a little bit between the stuff that's like actually, you know, coherent and easy to listen to versus the stuff that's like a little more, you know, out there and harder to listen to. A lot of shit going on. LMAO, exactly what makes it nice. Yeah. But yeah, I just didn't see it really ending the album on the right note. Especially the song like preceding it, I think makes a lot more sense. So it was going to be an 8-song album, but now it's 7 songs. I just uploaded it all today, and I'm getting my hand at this, or trying my hand rather, at this live stream thing. Let's see, what else is the chat saying here? When is the merch coming? Matt, one of the guys that produced a lot of the songs on the album, also does the merch, and he's working on it right now. Actually, I think as we speak, he's putting it all together. So I'm hoping to roll out the album with the merch and a website as well. So having all those together. So yeah, that'll be on the way. Used your stuff for a podcast intro. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that's dope. Love your music. Shout out Laser WI, Laser Wee. Yo, I love your music so much. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let's get some shout outs to some people if anybody cares. Ben Jasso. I just hope I'm saying that right. I just want to know what you did to FOMO. I can't stop listening to it. I don't know. It was funny. Like I was trapping myself in my room before it was cool with all this COVID shit, and that's what came out was that song. And I was a hipster of quarantining, but I got mad depressed and wrote that song instead, and then people seem to resonate with it, so I'm happy they dug it. But yeah, that was a weird place. I just dropped out of college, like in like 2018. Well, I dropped out at the end of 2017, and then started just like living on my own, trying to figure out like how to pay bills. I mean, I was going to school for music, which is not really worth your money, in my opinion. I mean, maybe somebody has another opinion if you went to Berkeley or whatever, but I don't know. The place I went, like it was cool. I met a lot of great people, but it actually sucked the energy out of me rather than like made me want to make more music. So I just quit that instead. And then yeah, made some music in this shitty old apartment that I was renting out with another person. And that's how X and Chicken got made, and then FOMO as well. Well, I think I wrote X before. I think I wrote it before I dropped out, but then Chicken came after. Paper Route and Odds, I was still in school when I wrote those, but and then the EP, which I don't really listen. Like it's cool. I'm happy people like songs on that, but like that was like kind of like a trial period to kind of figure out how to record, see what happens. The dude that made it, super cool dude. I appreciate him for that. But I feel like I found my crew at this point and know how to put stuff out in a meaningful way. Let's see what else is going on here. Sweden has free education. Well, then, yeah, that's dope. I mean, then in that case, might as well pursue what you love either way. So, what's your ultimate goal as a musician? I don't really I don't really have a goal. I just like putting out music and seeing if people like it or not. Like I think like the chasing streams thing is like it's dope because it pays the bills, and I'm definitely like appreciative of what's come so far. But I don't know. The things that are more important to me are like music is its own thing, but like life also you have to do a bunch of other stuff too. If you like make your whole identity off your music, you kind of lose yourself in that. So my thinking is I don't know. I have no idea what I really want, but I'm just gonna keep putting music out. Hopefully, build a big portfolio of stuff. Hopefully, people will come out and see me. My goal, actually, I could say this: if I could have anybody's career that's currently in it right now, it'd be like Dave Matthews, because either people love or hate Dave Matthews, but no one, treats him like a celebrity. I'm sure he could go to Starbucks and get a coffee or whatever, and like but he's mad successful every time he tours every summer. He sells out all his amphitheaters that he plays. So that would be to me, I think, the best scenario for music, more or less. Um, let's see what else we got here. What's your crew like? Eventually, I'll start bringing them on here. I'm just kind of doing a test run today, but I think it'd be fun to pull them on. They're all very, very cool, very laid back people. We're all pretty type B. I don't want to speak for them. I mean, maybe some of them are more type A, but very, introverted, normal people. That just, I mean, we don't really party and stuff. I mean, we kind of do, I guess, but we're all kind of like 25 at this point, so we're not like really like throwing down and um, doing that whole thing. But yeah, it's a pretty chill environment. I don't know what in particular, it's a very vague question, and I think maybe you probably didn't care like what our vices are at all. So sorry if I fucked that question up. What's the best way we can support you as an artist? This is very kind. I mean, the fact that you want to do that at all is dope. I don't know. Just keep sharing the music, I guess. I think that's the most important thing. The more ears that hear it, hopefully it resonates with more people. I don't maybe I don't know, buying merch when it comes out. I mean, I've been kind of slacking on that, so it's kind of on me. I feel like I've been taking my time on putting some of this stuff out and kind of just taking it at a slow pace because it's kind of, I think it's better that way. I don't have to like, get overwhelmed by everything all at once. Like imagine signing and then having to go to a bunch of stuff like press conferences and talking to a bunch of randos, having to post on Instagram all the time, like doing the dog and pony show of like, meeting people, shaking hands and stuff like that. Like I'm sure at some point that would be something that would be dope in the future, but that's just not where my headspace is right now. I just want to put out music, hang out here in this house, chill with my cats, chill with my friends here, and I don't know, just not take it too seriously. Let's see what else here. Um, Henry is a gamer. I appreciate it, man. Love your music. Spacey, cakey, fresh. Appreciate it. I guess that might be the glasses or some shit. Just asking, will your merch be available in Europe? Yes, yes, it will be. I think the way it'll wind up working is it'll be like print to order. So I'm not gonna like buy a bunch of stock. It'll just print when people buy it and it'll ship out. I can't remember what all the services. I think Printful is one of them, and there's one other one, but it'll kind of link to the Shopify and should send globally. Um, Project X was a crazy party movie. Just watched it with Jeff. Project X is a crazy movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I watched a clip of it the other day. It was that Steve Aoki remix with that I think Kid Cudi did. Pursuit of Happiness. I think it's Steve Aoki did that. Um, but yeah, I rewatched that trailer and I thought it was crazy. I remember when I saw the trailer in theaters, I was like, oh shit, this movie's gonna be crazy. And it was. I don't remember it that well, but I think I bootlegged the movie when I was like in 10th grade because my parents wouldn't like let me go see it. I didn't have a car yet, I think, when it came out. So, but it was dope. Pheromones is one of the best songs I've ever heard. Fan of the pop stuff. I think you'll like this album then. I appreciate it, lol. Do you have a normal job? No, I do not. I did for a while. I worked in catering. It was pretty easy stuff, paid well. I was thinking about getting another regular job though, because I'm just bored as shit. Like, sitting around for a year in quarantine was just mad boring. So I'm just kind of, I don't know, sitting on my ass. My room's pretty clean though, which is usually a good sign of like, you're more or less productive, at least in my opinion. That might be a worthless ass opinion though, but I do have some laundry right there that I need to take care of. Um, and my bed's not made, so I don't know, I might be slacking. See what we got here. What does the future tour look like? Uh, I don't know. I don't know what the future really holds on this because, like, I think probably by July this COVID thing is going to be gone more or less. I don't think it's ever really going to go away, but it kind of seems like the flu, like the way everybody's talking about it. Like when you see stuff, is like, COVID's never going away. Yeah, but neither does the flu, neither does a bunch of other stuff. And I don't know. I don't really have a good opinion on it. I haven't really been trying to pay attention or pretending to be educated on it. I'm a musician. That's not my fight. I'll let somebody else fight it. I just kind of go with the flow, put shit out. It's actually, COVID has been the best thing for me, I think, ever. Like, I made so much shit with the guys here because of COVID. Like, it forced you to stay inside. It's literally the dream of every musician. If it's not, it should be. You get to sit on your ass. You can't work a job because you can't work because of the virus. So you have to sit on your ass and take money from the government. Like, that's like a musician's wet dream. So I was pretty stoked on that. But yeah, I think a tour could happen. I mean, as soon as shit opens back up, I got a couple booking agents, but I don't want to overextend myself because it's either we're gonna have to tour with the 5-piece band with tracks, or we do the 8-piece band with the horns. But none of the album songs really sound like there's not really a lot of horns on the album really at all. So I don't know how useful that would be to have 8 people just on a tour. So you have to consolidate it all, get the van, tour around. Hopefully the PA equipment where you pull up is good because all the stuff for it to work has to have good bass response, like 808 frequencies, rumbling through the crowd. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration. Also, no one is very well rehearsed, or I'm not very well rehearsed, and I think a couple of guys have been able to play shows here and there recently, mainly in the South. The North isn't really opened up really that much yet. Same with out West. But yeah, so that's just kind of the dynamics behind it. I'd like to do it. The money pays really well too, and it'd be nice to actually meet some of y'all in person and just kind of see what the fans actually look like other than the internet medium. So you don't really know what people look like on here. That's why I'm wearing these sunglasses and shit, trying to pretend to be cool. Let's see. How are your cats doing? They are good. I got Dickie and Murphy. They are very cool cats. I bought them very randomly. The story was one of my buddies he actually played on a couple of songs on the album. He met this girl on Halloween, and they went on a date, but they needed a wingman. So me and another dude from the house went, and then she brought a couple of her friends. It was like a couple or something, and we went out to a couple bars. It was fun. Then we went back to their place and we were drinking or whatever, hanging out. They had 3 cats running around the house, and 2 of them were little kittens, and then they had like a full-grown one. And I got fucked up. I got like really drunk, and I wasn't blackout. Like I was still coherent, but I don't know what made me say this. Like Dickie, well, at the time his name was Memphis. He was like laying across like the sofa, and I was like, "Yo, I want to buy your cat." And the girl was like, "Well, it's funny. We were actually thinking about getting rid of it, but she was kind of like sheepish about it." And I was like, "I'm leaving here with these fucking cats. I'll pay for them right now. I don't care. Because if I didn't get them then, I would have never bought them." And so I paid like $200 for both the cats because I had to get both of them because they were like siblings, which they don't really look alike. She might have been lying about that, but either way, I wound up buying them, and now they are a excellent addition to the house and the family. I really love those guys a lot. So yeah, they're good. They're good. Um, yeah. Let's see. Where are you from? I'm from North Carolina originally, but I moved to Tennessee for school when, uh, yeah, went to college. Been here ever since. I did take like a brief break when I dropped out. I lived here for like 6 months, then I moved to, well, I kind of moved to Australia. I was there for like 3 months and hung out and did some like work on farms and stuff and like conservation things, and then I went back and started working in radio in Virginia for a little bit. That was pretty fun. But I had to sell ads. I'm not a very good ad salesman, so I just kind of fucked that up pretty quick and came back to Nashville and started working in catering and putting out more music. So, but yeah, that's where I'm from, more or less. You are literally my hero, bro. Guest 202, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I'm not very much of a hero worth looking up to, but I'm happy you dig the music more or less. Uh, let's see. That's awesome to hear COVID worked for you, man. Yeah, I'm definitely in the minority. That definitely fucks with a lot of people I know. And it's crazy. All my friends that went to college for real shit and got like business degrees and stuff really got fucked over by it. But the music people did great. It's like the total flip of what you would actually think how shit goes. But yeah, it was kind of a strange situation. But yeah, it turned out well. Do you get any inspiration from other musicians? I think most of the people that inspire me I've already been listening to for quite a while. There's not a ton of people that I'm listening to now that are like current that I'm really liking a ton. I mean, respect to the craft. I mean, everybody's doing their own thing. It's not like me not liking it doesn't mean, anything other than, I don't know. I just don't really dig a lot of the stuff that's coming out recently. But I think that's a lot of it has been due to COVID and stuff too, like within the last year or so. Like 2020 was dry as hell for music. 2019 was we got Igor, which I mean, all my friends love that album. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but I know people love that. So it's like blasphemous to say, I wasn't like the biggest fan of it, but I loved Flower Boy. 2017 era was pretty good for some rap shit. But yeah, for the most part, most of the stuff that inspires me has been out for quite a while. Like Mac Miller's Faces is one of my favorite projects. I wish I could get it on vinyl. But there's too many samples. I don't think they'll be able to clear it anytime soon. I fucking love Igor. Yeah, see, exactly. Tons of people love it. I'm still trying to get it, but there's a couple songs on there I dig. Um, 99.9% by Kaytranada is a massive influence. I love how like kaleidoscopic that project is. Malibu by Anderson .Paak, fantastic album. Songwriting, Blonde is great. I really love that project. I'd like to get that one on vinyl, but that's going to be a tough one. And then Daniel Caesar, Freudian, really great album. And there's a few others here and there. But yeah, that's some general inspiration, I guess, off the top. Let's see. What else we got here? What instruments you got there? Oh, I mean, this is like some cheap-ass keyboard. It's like a Yamaha something. I basically just use it for MIDI. I can't really play keys very well, though. Like, I'm actually ass at keys. And I got some guitars in the corner out of frame. I got a Taylor acoustic, an Ibanez, a Strat, a Les Paul, and a hollow body Gibson as well. They get a decent amount of use here and there. I used to play a lot when I was a kid. I don't play as much as I used to, but I do kind of miss it. I mean, I guess the only thing stopping me is picking it back up again. So, but I play it from time to time. Let's see. JC was here. Yo, shout out JC the caster. He's been sharing my shit like crazy. I appreciate that dude a lot. He has gone out of his way to be unnecessarily nice, which is very rare in the internet world. And so, I appreciate that dude a lot. Where are the images and pics of each song from? Random question. Randoms, it's literally everywhere randomly. They're all like either shit I've taken pictures of or my friends have sent me. They're all iPhone pictures though, other than POV is the only one that is not an iPhone picture. POV is actually my grandfather's art, funny enough. He made that shit and spliced together all these like Playboy shits and like porn magazines basically and chopped them all together. I actually have it hanging up. You can't see it. It's not in frame, but yeah, I everything else is iPhone pictures though for the most part. Either people send them to me, or we took them ourselves, and then Matt will edit them and fuck around with them a little bit. At least for I think he's done Bravado on, at this point, and then everything else was just like me or somebody taking pictures, and I'll just take the iPhone little markup tool and scratch out the eyes. So yeah, that's pretty much where most of them are from. JK, LMAO. Thanks for making great music. Keep it up, man. Will do. Let's see. Might as well play y'all something else. I'm gonna see what y'all think about this one. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to spoil the surprise yet. No, I'll save that one for later. The Cool Beans. Y'all know it as RX. The RX album version is pretty wild, and I was looking forward to hearing that. But I think I might save that for later because that shit's nuts. But here's the second song on the album. Yeah, there's plans of vinyl. We'll get them done. They're expensive, but they'll happen. there's some butt rock for your ears. That's the second track, and so hopefully people like that. But it's a pretty diverse album. Like I was kind of conflicted on which song should come first and like how it should flow between, just to kind of keep interest. The first three I think are more or less the riskiest for the sounds that we took. You know, either people are gonna think they're like too pop, or the other one, that second one's too rock for their ears, or the third one might be a little too like EDM-y. But um, you know, I figured might as well just try a few things. You know, there's not a label on my ass making sure any of these are hits, so might as well just make whatever and see, you know, what the fans take to. The 4 through 7, I feel pretty confident in, because like a lot of people like Temporary, the 4 songs a lot like that. RX, the album version follows that. Polaroid, which will be the next single, will come out soon. And then Hallmarks, the last song. Those 4, I think, are pretty solid. The first 3, I'm just kind of like, you know, curious to see what people think. They are hyper. They're in your face as fuck. So hopefully that's kind of the vibe y'all are looking for. Let's see what else we got here. What genre of music do you usually listen to? Wait. Oh, hang on. Also collab with Igor. Wait, are you talking like Tyler the Creator, or is there like Igor? Like, is that an artist? Because if I've been fucking up and y'all think I've been talking about an artist named Igor, I mean the damn, I mean the Tyler the Creator album. But I don't know who Igor with 3 R's. Actually, let me just fucking Google this. I'm on a computer. French musician. Oh, is this some metal shit? Oh, dude. All right. I would be very, very down for some shit like this. I don't know how poppin' they are, but death metal, breakcore, experimental music. I wonder how hard they are to get a hold of, but I don't know. The thing is, like, if music people, you know, like myself even, it's like kind of hard to get in contact with them. Like, I try to stay off the internet as much as I possibly can. You know, I do go through all the comments and heart them and like them and shit. Like, that is me. It's not like some like thing I've got preloaded so people can just like post shit and it automatically does it. But yeah, I try to read every comment, and I scroll through my DMs occasionally. I just really don't fuck with Instagram that much. I've been posting on there recently because I feel like I've had to like get more active before the album pops out, but I'll probably disappear again at some point, you know, only just to post, you know, hey, a new song's coming, and that's about it. Um, what genre of music do you usually listen to? I listen to a lot of rap music. Like, pretty much rap is the only shit I listen to. Oh, I've been leaving some people out because there has been some dope music, come to think of it, like rap shit. Kenny Mason is super hard. I fuck with Kenny Mason. I've been listening to a lot of his shit recently. Red Veil is very dope as well. I mean, let's see what else I got here. New Hiatus Coyote song. I fuck with that. This songwriter in London, Eleni Drake, I think is how you pronounce her name. She's super dope. I like the new Drake too. Drake is fucking. I mean, he's the best, dude. As far as like a pop star, like, I mean, I don't know if he's the best rapper, you know, in the world, but he is undefeated. Every time he drops something, it's like a hit. And I think, you know, regardless of like I used to hate on Drake so hard when I was younger because he like would remind me of people that would listen to Drake, and like I would always like beef with like from other schools and shit, like on some like high school stupid shit. But then I heard Lord Knows off of Take Care, and I was like, yeah, I think this guy's actually pretty dope. And I've been, you know, a big Drake fan, so anytime he drops, I'm usually listening to that quite a bit. What inspired your song FOMO? Depression. No, not really. I mean, kind of. Like, it was kind of just like holding yourself up in a room and not being able to, you know, be a functioning member of society because you just smoke your brain fucking silly and, you know, don't do anything productive with your time. And yeah, that's what came out of that. I guess more or less. Do you do all the vocals for your songs? Yes, unless otherwise, you know, featured or whatever. Like, the only thing that I didn't do, one of my buddies from back home in North Carolina did some screamo vocals on Smacked. Uh, I used to do screamo vocals with him all the time, but ever since I stopped smoking cigarettes, I've kind of lost the ability to. So he filled in there, but he didn't want to be credited. So I was like, fuck it, whatever. But yeah, everything else is me other than Sam Will, the dude that raps on some of my shit sometimes. And we got another feature on the album too, and also a rapper. It's on track 3, which I might play that in a bit. Let's see. Hey, I love your music. I love you, man. Thanks for making amazing music. I appreciate it, Sydney. That's very kind of you. Yeah, we'll keep them coming. Keep them coming. Your guitars always sound so good, man. Props. Appreciate it, Pierce. That's all thanks to my guy, Willie Duperior. He is the mastermind behind all the production and the mixes and stuff, and why everything sounds so good. Like the house here, we make a bunch of great shit. It's like fun to put together, but then when we send it to him, I mean, it comes back sounding way crazier. And I've been making shit with him since the first single, so it's been like 3, almost 4 years now, and I literally owe my everything musically to him because of how good he is at his shit. Spotify algorithm showed me Smacked one day, changed my life. Thank you so much, man, and keep it up. Will do, Tyler. Much appreciated. Yeah, Spotify does a lot of the promotion for me, and so I'm appreciative of that for sure. They help out the algorithm, or they help me out in the algorithm rather quite a bit. So that's a nice little function of the internet that is actually a useful tool. Let's see. You cannot make a bad song. It's impossible. Oh. No, we've made some bad songs. We have definitely made some bad songs. Most of the ones you don't hear, but there's still a couple of my catalog that, like, I'm sure some people like, but I do not fuck with them at all. I think like, there's just some songs that, like, I will never play live because I just don't like them. But I'm happy you feel that way. That's very kind. Such face. Oh yeah, glad I put a face to the name. Can't wait for more music. Shout out Pierce. When is the album out? I can't spoil that yet, but it is decently soon. You'll have to wait a little bit, but not that long. Because like the thing is, you have to wait at least 4 weeks for the DistroKid thing to like get it to all the what do you call it? Stores. Wow, that was pathetic. Yeah, it takes that long, to get to the stores like Spotify and all the streaming platforms. And so that's half the hold up. And then also I wanted to put out a single before that, so I gave it like 2 weeks. So there's your hint of how long it's going to take. If you can do some math, you can kind of figure it out. But I don't want to go out and say it quite yet. I'm so excited for the album. Appreciate you, Jeff. You ever considered going with a label? At some point, I think it would be cool. But right now, I don't really want to work for anybody other than the people that are already around me. I already overthink my own releases way too much. And, having an A&R person telling me my hi-hat is too loud, or they don't like the outro on this because it's too scary or some shit, like, does not seem like another thing I need to add to my, mental, at all. So I think it'll be more useful later down the road. I think labels are pretty good at blowing something up once it's already found some traction, uh, and that seems to be the vibe most of these labels really give me. I haven't really had like any like crazy offers. There's been like a couple publishers and a couple labels here and there, but like it just doesn't seem like worth doing right now. I have no leverage, and like I'm making enough money to where like I'm not popping, I'm not making tons of money, but I'm making enough to get by, and I'm happy with that. So having just a reasonable expectation for the music, I think. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, labels maybe some point, but not right now. This album will come out independent, and then from there we'll see maybe some singles. It'd be cool to do like a couple singles with a label, like let them put it out, promote it and stuff, and just kind of see for like 4 singles what they can do and move forward. And then if that goes well, then maybe put out an album under a label. But right now, not really all that interested. Oh, excuse me. Dude, I'm so keen for the album. I already get excited and force my friends and family to listen to the singles. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the whole ass album. Well, hopefully you like all of it. Pick and choose which one your favorites are. That is very kind. Chisel. I like that name. It's kind of funny. Hey yo, Calzabunga. Hey yo, what's good? Wouldn't expect from your music that you listen to rap. Well, mainly I think the influence comes in like lyrically with like the internal rhyme schemes and stuff. Um, I'm trying to think of like anything that's like not rap that I'm like listening to currently. Because for the most part, it still really is all rap type of shit. I mean, a lot of like K Tronada, that type of thing. I have to look at my like vinyl shit and see if anything jots my memory. I do listen to some bluegrass sometimes, actually. That's kind of like a rare one. I think people either love it or hate it, but the Punch Brothers are so fire. They are the best, artists in my opinion for like just musically gifted, lyrically gifted. Like, yeah, Chris Tilley is so dope, and the whole band goes crazy. Um, what's your favorite song you've made so far? I don't know. It kind of depends on like my headspace of like what we've made. Um, on the album, like there's probably one or two. Alice and Temporary, like those type of like acoustic ones, I really like a lot because there's not a lot of like crazy production going around like for the most part, and like it lets the songwriting really shine a lot more. But as far as like crazy shit, I mean, Smacked is to me like super interesting. Like not anybody's really doing that. So to me, I think just on a purely unique uh, point of view or like I don't know basis. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but that would be probably my favorite one, just as like an artistic expression. And then like 1,000, I think is cool. Um, Beta, like the 2020 singles, I think were all pretty solid for the most part. Um, there's, I don't know, I'm not very good at answering this question. Might have fucked that up, but yeah, those are probably Chicken. People like that one a lot. Seems to resonate the most with people. Um, been listening to your music since early 2020. You ever let me down? Sideways is one of my all-time favorites. Hey, I appreciate that. Sideways didn't really get a lot of love. I don't think people really were digging the punk rock from us as much. Either that or just didn't get to the right ears yet. But I'm happy you like it, and I think there's a little bit of punk rock shit. I think on the album. Is there? Kinda. I mean, I kind of played it already. Pseudo is pretty much the punk rockest shit on the project. But I don't know. Maybe we'll take a. We've got a couple demos actually that are still punk rock as well too. So um, maybe those will get done. Do you do music full time? Yes, I do. Didn't until COVID actually, and then right on time when COVID hit, and later in basically by the time unemployment pretty much ran up for me and it was good to go back to work, I started making enough money from streaming to not have to worry about it. So yeah, full time now. I guess that was a pretty recent development though. Um, and then, do you expect to put out any merchandise such as vinyl or posters? I don't know about posters, but yes, we are working on the vinyl. I just emptied my bank account to pay for the masters though for this album, so I think the vinyl will come probably a few months after the project. Also, it takes forever to get the vinyls printed. There's such a backup. There's not a lot of people that are making vinyls, as far as like industry people that are making them, or like that are in the industry of making vinyls. So as soon as I can get on a good schedule with that, that'll probably happen. I'd like to make some vinyls. The cover art is crazy for this project. I'm super stoked on it. Matt killed it. It'll look good on a vinyl, so might as well. Where did the name Your Neighbors come from? Some dude back in I was in college. I can't remember which year, but we were living at this house, and one of my buddies had a friend come over and was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to start this band. Blah blah blah. My band's called Your Relatives or some shit like that." And I think he still makes music, but I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. And the drummer at the time who played on like the EP and shit was like, you know what a cool band name would be? Would be Your Neighbors. I was like, yeah, that would be a cool name. And we were playing in another band at the time, and then we stopped playing music together. We didn't like break up; it wasn't that serious, but we just like fuck it. We didn't dig it that much anymore. And then I started leading a band, and we were like, oh yeah, that Your Neighbor's name. Well, I guess we'll do that. So, and then it stuck. So, yeah, not a cool story by any means at all. Pretty fucking boring, but that's what happened. In your song Bodega, were you aware the voice message you requested at the beginning would be making fun of the producer? Yes. Yeah, we did get the translation. I asked Will to like get like a Spanish recording or some shit. Or we were, I think, really struggling with the intro. I'm trying to remember what the story was on that, but I remember thinking like the intro was pretty bare, and we needed something to kind of talk or do something throughout it. And so he asked his buddy from Spain to send him something, and he sent him the translation with it. But yeah, I thought that shit was pretty funny. It was kind of like a nice little fourth wall break, and it kind of had that Brockhampton vibe too. I don't know if y'all have seen those music videos where it's like "Mi amo Roberto," and then whatever the name of the song. Uh, Definitely a little homage to that as well. I thought that was kind of a funny little thing in there, and it's just dope that it was shitting on the producers too. So, but anyways, yeah, that's the story for that. I found you through animations of Bodega. Have you seen the fan works yet? Love your work. Sideways is actually my favorite, I think. Okay, so this shit is crazy to me because I do know about that. And I remember like when I first pulled it up, like I think we were playing a show, I think it was like probably in December or something, and I had a new crew of guys playing with me, and I was like, yeah, just go through the songs, pick them out, and they typed in Your Neighbor's Bodega, and all these animated videos showed up of like all these like anime characters and shit, and like I didn't know really anything about that community really at all, and so I was like, yo, what is this? And I saw it. There's like 70. There was a shit ton. It was like a whole. They called it like the bodega meme or something, and I'd never seen anything like it. I thought it was dope. I was like, this is kind of fucking crazy that like you put out a song, you have no idea what people are gonna think of it, and then they're like all doing this like shoulder shrug shit or whatever, and I'm like, I have no idea how they took Bodega and turned it into this, but it's hard. I fuck with it. So I don't know who started it, but shout out to them. Um, I think my distributors started cracking down on the ad revenue though, so apologies if you started getting flagged for using it. But I mean, hey, I got to get mine too. 200,000 streams on a video, and they're popping up ads and shit. I'd like to get at least my couple pennies from it. Let me get a bottle of water. I'll be back. Ugh. Yeah, y'all get to actually see my full physique, realize how fucking fat I am. Quarantine hit me like a damn truck. But beer doesn't help, but I've been drinking a lot of water. So shout out to Mick Jenkins, if y'all know who that is. He was inspiring all the youth to drink more water since 2014, and I've been listening ever since. Let's see what else we got here. I always get the chorus to Sideways stuck in my head. Hey, appreciate that. Yeah, that one's a pretty high. I did a lot of wear and tear on my private parts trying to squeeze those vocals out. But yeah, got them done. Shout out to Will for the Melodyne and the auto tune because I wanted to get my pop punk on, and damn, that shit was high. I remember sitting in there just like screaming trying to get that thing out, and I got it eventually, but shit was hard. Shit was very difficult. Getting my Dance Gavin Dance type of vocals, if y'all know who that is. I really like that album, Instant Gratification. That shit is super dope. Let's see. 1,000 hits hard. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Chicken is a banger. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, dude, what drugs were the inspiration for Smack? Love that song. I'm not really big into the drugs anymore, but at one point I did like my drugs quite a bit. Um, I don't know. For me, it was weed, truthfully, like, because I would get so fucking high and just like think so much crazy shit. Like my brain, like when I get on my overthinking train and just start ramping up, that's basically just the personification of like a bad high, basically. Some motherfuckers in the comments were saying they were tripping acid listening to it. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know if that's healthy, bro. That's probably gonna mess your day up. But they said they had a great time, so I guess it went well. But that is not some shit I would be listening to on acid. I didn't really like fuck with the psychedelics too much. I've done like a handful of times, but I like the way I started realizing I had one bad trip. I've maybe tripped like 7 times, probably around that. I had one bad trip, and I remember like I started seeing like all these like floaters and bugs and shit in my vision. They went away eventually, but they kind of like lasted for a little bit afterwards. And I was like, I kind of like the way my brain is working currently. Um, I don't really want. That's like a very boomer way of putting it, but I don't know, man. Your body's your temple or a temple or whatever they say, and I don't want to fuck mine up too much more than I already have. So kind of dial it back. Pretty much just stick to alcohol now. But drugs have been more or less an influence for some of these songs. But I don't really encourage the drug use. I mean, if you do it, I mean, I've done it, had good times on them, but I would never really try to promote it because I think you could set somebody up for failure pretty quickly. I mean, the reason why is because I told one of my friends one time, like, dude, you gotta try mushrooms, dude. It's a religious experience. Like, I learned so much from it. And Buddy saw hell. He fucking thought it was the worst shit ever. And it fucked him up pretty bad. So I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna recommend any drugs to anybody ever. I wouldn't even recommend a Juul or cigarettes. That shit will stay with you for life. Um, Love everything you put out. Beta and Bodega hits so hard. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, Ruari. Ruari. I fucked that up. I'm sorry. I'm very good at pronouncing names. I don't know how to pronunciate. Tyler, thinking of getting a tattoo inspired by your music. Any cool ideas? Oh fuck. Don't put that on me. I have no idea. I can't even think of tattoos for myself. I have a stick and poke that I got. Let's see if I can show that. It's like 3 dots. It was like fucking super shitty. I got it done at like some music festival. Uh, and I've been trying to figure out one to follow it up with, but I have no idea. Maybe oh yeah, that's a good idea, Jeff. Get the house from the EP. I think so. I think that's probably the best bet. Um, it's pretty simple. It can mean a lot of things. If we start to suck, you can just say it's the neighborhood or some shit instead, like a quality band. So you can justify it in one way or another. Um, I really love your songs and where you I guess where'd you get those glasses? I don't know. Somebody gave them to me. I have no idea where I got these. They're bootleg, probably $2 shades. Um, yeah, I don't really wear these that often, but I got to keep on brand. I black out all the eyes and shit, so get to keep a little bit of anonymity. So you can almost recognize me, but not really recognize me. There's a reason why I stay off the internet. I don't put my face on there all the time. I just don't like. It's like a little bit of privacy. Like it's kind of rare these days to get some privacy, and the music is one thing. I'll put myself out there for that type of shit, and the crew as well. I'm sure some of the guys in the crew don't mind having their face shown and shit, but I don't know. I mean, you'll see my face, here and there eventually, and that's probably some like ego shit. If we're being honest, like probably no one actually gives a fuck what my face looks like, but I don't know. It's like being low key. That's my kind of my mantra. Um, just not really into the internet. Hey, look at me! I'm doing this shit right now. Here's this in my face and whatnot. But I have enjoyed doing the question answer things. Those have been a fun thing. I'll probably bring those back again at some point, but. Yeah, I don't know. Just don't like showing my face. How do you make your music? A few ways. Either I'll write them on an acoustic and bring them to the guys, or we'll get all the guys together and we'll just sit in the room and make some shit. I can play you some shit we made last night, actually. Um, let's see. I know Matt sent me something. We had a tornado pass through here last night and kind of scared the shit out of all of us. So we made this. Mind you, this is a demo, so you're gonna see how much shit sounds before we actually get it done. This was made last night.
Here's the start of something new. The next best things are coming soon. Mistakes I'm making you. Don't fret if you miss your cue. It's all a part of getting out the start. Here's the start of something new. The next best things are coming soon.
So yeah, there's a little demo action. I'll probably, as I come on here, just kind of play some random shit. This is kind of fun. I dig it. I'm gonna see if I can make it through all these questions. I've been on here for almost an hour, so that's probably too much time on the internet at this point. Hopefully, I didn't incriminate myself saying some stupid shit. That's always been a fun, fear of mine, having a camera in your face all the time. You're bound to say something stupid eventually, and I don't know if my fans really know all about me, and that's kind of by design. But I'd like to think I'm kind of woke, on ahead of shit, ahead of the curve, but I miss the cue sometimes. So, I'm up for some education here and there. So, as I stay on the stream, hopefully I don't say anything fucking dumb or stupid, but it's the price you pay, I guess, in this position. Let's see what else is going on here. FOMO is hands down got to be my favorite song in terms of pure relation to it. I just fucking love it. Shout out T. Ruiz, appreciate you. Yeah, it's I'm sorry you relate to it because it's a sad song, but happy you're able to find some solace in it. Ben Jasso, Pheromones has to be my favorite song ever. Shout out to John Prentice, who produced that. Very talented guy. Do you plan on touring and where, Brandon? Yeah, at some point we will get there eventually. I don't know where. We'll probably keep it around the Tennessee area, like because in like the southeast type shit, and then maybe hit like a leg northeast, and then probably try to do one out west as well. But so much is in the air right now. Like I'm just kind of happy putting music out and seeing what happens. Like I don't really care if like we get to tour on the album or not because we're just making so much shit now. And like after making the album, we have like so many songs on reserve too that I don't really mind just dropping a bunch of shit and that keeping people busy, as fans while we figure out what to do with the tour. But yeah, we do plan on it. Love POV. Hey, shout out to Nick. Appreciate you, Nick. That one didn't get any love, and motherfuckers are sleeping on that song. I like that song a lot. That one's one of my favorite ones I ever made. And yeah, it's about porn. I mean, no one's writing songs about porn. Like it's a cool subject matter. It's a pressing topic. How many people watch porn? Tons of people watch porn. So, I think more people resonate with that song than they probably would like to say. But a lot of dudes. I know every dude has watched porn at some point. Most. If not, you've pulled it off somehow. I'm on the no-fap train right now, personally. That shit stays with you for life, man. Fuck porn. But it's also dope, I guess, too, if you can manage it responsibly. But I don't know. That shit's energy. Fucking every time you do that, whatever, you're expounding energy, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Which, what is that worth? Fucking nothing. So who cares? But yeah, appreciate you, Nick. Do y'all put any demos or unreleased songs anywhere? Not usually, because I'm so attached to them. I don't know if they're ever going to come out or not, and I don't want to put out demos that I think eventually will come out. I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to those, but I have some shitty ass ones on SoundCloud where I tried to be a rapper, like back in like 2018, and like some beats I produced by myself and got some of my friends that rapped on it. But that's about it. I'm sure, on the next batch of shit, we might just upload some random ones to SoundCloud. But I don't really want to pay for SoundCloud, and you have to pay to like make an unlimited limit of songs. Like you only get like a certain amount of data or some shit. Like I think you get like 20 songs or like it's like 50 megabytes or maybe a gigabyte or two. I can't remember. But yeah, that's pretty much one of the only other reasons why they're not really anywhere to be found. This song slaps. Damn. Hey, shout out Sydney. Oh, I wonder how much the delay is on this. Like, if it's like super fast or it's like not coming in at all. I have to do some research on that, but glad you like it. I think we will definitely finish that one. That might be one of the singles. We made another song that was kind of like Chicken that was going to be on the album, but it didn't. It needed the most help, and so I figured we'll save it for later. So if you're looking for a Chicken on the album, it's not going to be exactly what you're looking for, but singles afterwards, we'll probably hit some shit like that. So we've already got one working right now. Because now that the album's uploaded, I want to get more shit moving. So paid for everything now. I'm broke as hell, but it was worth it. Absolutely worth it. I'll do it again. I'll keep doing it. Fucking, I'm stupid. I like your accent. Oh, wait. Winnie, I'll go in order. Winnie P. So good. Appreciate you. Thank you. Space Ghost. I like your accent when you sing. It makes you different and it identifiable. You might have a huge following in Asia. Wouldn't that be fucking dope? I would love that. Dude, going to Asia would be so awesome. I fucking I've been to Asia. I've been to Nepal. I've been to Bhutan. I've been to India. Um, it'd be fun to go over there. I've been to Thailand. Like it'd be fun to go over there and actually play shows. Like like in Tokyo even, like playing Japan, that shit would be crazy. I remember watching like one of my favorite bands growing up was Guns N' Roses. And I remember watching they had this live DVD in Tokyo. And I remember thinking like how dope that whole setup looked and how awesome it would be to play in Tokyo. So yeah, we'll put that on the docket, at some point. If we start seeing some streams coming through there and we can afford the plane tickets and shipping the equipment over, that might be a few years down the road realistically, but hey, we'll keep running. We'll see what we can make happen. Absolutely adore your song 1,000. Glad to catch the stream. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever really announce these that often. I might just like hop on here randomly and see who shows up. If it's just one person, I guess it'll just be a conversation between me and them. But yeah, I kind of like this. This is pretty fun. I kind of dig it. Um, I love your drumming to your songs. It's the most fun I've had playing drums. Yeah. These boys know how to make some drums. They are fucking talented ass dudes. Shout out Ben. Oh yeah, Ben. Hey man, appreciate you. Sydney, we need another fishing for no fucking way. Fishing? Alright, cool. I didn't think anybody liked fishing. That song gets no love at all. And I was like, people do not fuck with the jazz shit, or at least your neighbors take on the jazz shit. But man, that makes my day. I appreciate it. The third verse on that shit is dope, actually. Like, not to fucking, you know, beat myself off on it, but the third verse is, I think, fucking dope. And so I'm happy people like that. It's very Dave Matthews-y type of shit. Which that might be the part of the thing too. Maybe my fans just don't really dig Dave, but they're missing out. Dave Matthews is the shit. I grew up on listening to him for forever. Let's see. Fishing is so underrated. Hey, Brandon, bro, your music has helped me get through some stuff. Thank you. You inspired. I appreciate that. To even know that my music is doing anything remotely good for society or an individual is kind of wild. It gives me a good sense of purpose. So I do appreciate that. And we'll keep the shit coming. I just got off work. Now I feel lucky to be viewing the stream. My favorite song of yours is Bravado. Shout out Dan. Appreciate you, Dan. Bravado. R&B joint. I like that one too. It's got some nice little falsetto. That one's actually kind of hard to sing. I wonder if we can implement that in the live set. I have a whole live recording of like some shit we did last year, and I get to put two of the songs out. I haven't decided which ones. Like I'm just kind of like I like the performance all right, but I'm a pretty harsh critic of myself. The band killed it, but I was just kind of like meh on my performance. So I don't know if that'll ever see the light of day. But shout out to Stable. Those people are dope. They've been very nice, and even putting up with me. Even considering me to even play a live show for them is more than kind. So I appreciate that from them. Maybe it'll come out. Actually, they did say too I could put all those songs on a EP or like put the full set on Spotify. I don't know if that's some shit y'all would be interested in. Um, I'll have to listen to it again to see like if there's any good reason to put it out or not. All your music I can listen to 88. All the music I can listen to you 80. Oh yeah. Classic. The funk one off the EP. Man, I forgot about that one. I forget about a lot of those songs. Sirens, Growing Pains. Fallen is still in the top 10. That's the first song I ever wrote, like actually finished. So it's kind of cool that it's still in the top 10 somewhere. Actually, is it still? Let me make sure on that. Let's see. It'd be cool if I knew how to like screen share. I'll have to figure out more of how this shit works. Fallen's right in the 10 spot. Yeah, if anybody has any good pointers on how the hell to make a stream more dope, let me know, because I don't know how this shit works. I just bought this webcam on Amazon. My buddy gave me this idea, so he was telling me I should open up donations and shit. I mean, I guess might as well leave the door open. Any money helps, you know. I'll gladly take your money, and it'll go to the music because I don't spend shit on anything else. I did buy some like bullshit ass clothes though the other day. Kids Super, man, they're expensive, but they look so dope. They're some cool ass clothes. And she got these shoes that came in the mail today. The Kids Super shits, but yeah, I don't know. If you want to donate, maybe I'll put that up there eventually, but not for now. I don't want to misguide y'all, give money to fund my fucking degeneracy. Spotify, get on Rogan, dude. Yeah, if I could, I would, bro. That would be awesome. I fuck with Rogan shit. I hope he's enjoyed the move over to Texas. I don't know. I'm sure it's quite a big difference from California, but hopefully Spotify's treating him well. Not giving him too hard of a time. Which song was the most fun for you to make? I don't know. They're all pretty fun. I'm only trying to think of ones that like weren't. I don't think any they're all pretty much kind of happen about the same way. I think the thing that makes the song more fun is like the experience that it came from, rather than actually making it, because the process is more or less the same. You kind of put out, you don't put, I don't know. You kind of sometimes, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. The experience is the most important part of the song, though, because that's where you get your lyrics from and how you say something meaningful. So the process is basically the same. That's what I was going to say. The process is basically the same. You go in with a crew of people, make the song, let it play out, and then write, over the beat, or you make it yourself in your room. So, I mean, fun. Is it fun? I mean, it's always fun, but I think the experience is always the most important part. I'm really bad at talking on this shit. I'm realizing I'm not very good at rambling very quickly. Oh, well, hopefully y'all bear with me on that. Is there a reason why all of your music is really diverse? No particular reason, not really. That's kind of I think the backdrop, depending on what the song is about, you put a different backdrop of the song behind it so that it gets the point across better. So that's, if any reason, that would be why. But I just like making a bunch of different shit, and the guys here at the house like making a bunch of different shit, and yeah, all the other crew that works with me like making a bunch of different shit. And so, I don't know, I don't want to pigeonhole everything. Just might as well expect anything at this point. Let's see. So let's see a lot. It's been the word of the day, the phrase of the day. Let's see. That would be really nice to hear. I don't know what that's in context to, but I appreciate it, I guess. Sorry, fuck that up. Just finished my burrito. What you got going on for dinner? I just ate. What did I have for lunch? I had some barbecue. I had a pulled chicken sandwich, which isn't, I guess, barbecue kind of. It's not pork. And then put some slaw on top and some green beans. It's pretty good. I'm trying to think what I'll have for dinner. Probably something light. I'm going out tonight. Going out on the town. Everything's pretty much opened up back here in the South. I don't really have to worry about shit anymore. So the vaccine's pretty much out. So the cool thing is too, is I mean, at this point, you either wear a mask or you don't wear a mask. The business gets to tell you. I think America's kind of coming back into play again, or coming back to its roots. You do what you want. If you want to wear a mask, you do it. If you don't, Guess you don't. The business gets to tell you whether you want you to wear a mask or not. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but it's been on my mind recently, all the COVID shit, and now here we are. Just, I'm excited for what's next. I'm excited for what's to come. Princess, temporary. Tame Impala has impacted me a lot as well. Hey, shout out Tame Impala. Love their shit. Everybody loves their shit. I mean, how could you not? Like, it's just dope. Elk. Ever heard the name Elk? I don't know. I've heard of Caribou. I don't know Elk. Check out OBS for streaming. It's pretty popular for this stuff. OBS. I'll write that down. OBS. Streamlabs. Gotcha. Yeah, that way I can get like all the cool like animations and shit. And yeah, that'd be kind of dope. OBS. You're doing so well, bro. You're too kind. Too kind. What are your hopes for music this year? As much music as possible. We'll put out the album, 7 songs. Hopefully get 4 singles out after that, because I still want to drop music after the album. I'm not going to take a break. I want to make sure all that shit keeps coming out at a steady pace. I feel like we've kind of been slacking, honestly. Like, the first year when I was putting out singles, it was like 9 in 1 year, and then we did 5 each this past, 2019 and 2020. So I want to catch up, do 7 on the album, and another 4, and then probably just bang out as many singles as possible for next year as well. Maybe the second album, haven't decided. We'll just see what comes out. We'll see what we make. See what makes the most sense. How do you come up with the art for each song? Also dig the blur over the eyes. Yeah, I remember, like, I saw it on some cover. It was like Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. I think the original thing was I took the bathtub picture for Paper Route, and I was trying to figure out how to edit it, and I wanted to do the censor bar, but instead, like, I couldn't figure out how to draw it, and like I suck at like any like graphic design type of stuff. And so instead we just like moved the shit down. Actually, my sister did it. She just like cropped it and moved it down and just blacked the eyes out. I was like, that'll be a cool mantra for a little bit, and we've been writing it for about 3 or 4 years now, so might have to be time to start something new, but because everybody's doing it. I see it everywhere. And so I definitely wasn't the first to do it by any means, though, but it's definitely become more popular. And my super artist shit, got to make sure that I'm unique and an individual or whatever bullshit that means. So, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, stuck with it. But we just designed the art by just taking pictures of shit and seeing what happens. It's all iPhone pictures for the most part. Did you ever do a live stream concert? We did do one. I think you can still watch it. It's on that Stable shit, STABAL, Stable. But yeah, turned out decent. You wear your mask to go out. I mean, some businesses require it. I always keep one on me, just in case. You don't want to offend anybody. For me, I'm not personally scared of catching it, but then there's like the whole debate of like, but it's not about you. What if you're sick and you're carrying it and you cough and it gets somebody else sick and then they get the grandparents sick and then they die because you didn't wear a mask and shit. Like, there's so much politics behind it, but it's like, I think I said this earlier in the stream. This shit ain't my battle. I'm just gonna, just don't be rude. I think it's love your neighbors. I think that's the whole mantra. Take care of the people around you. Wear a mask if you need to. If you don't, fuck it. Who cares? Like, I wear a mask when I'm supposed to. If I don't need to wear a mask, I won't. But we got the vaccine now. We're straight. Maybe that's ignorant. Maybe I'm wrong for that. Educate me. I'm happy to have a conversation about it. Let's see. What state are you from? I noticed your accent when I heard your live chicken performance, but there's not much about you on the internet. Yes, that is by design. Not like being on the internet, but here I am right now. Apparently I am a big fan of being on the internet. Yeah, I'm from North Carolina originally. Moved to Tennessee for college. Been chilling here for a while. Are you still proud of your older stuff? FOMO's one of my favorites. Of course, yeah. There's a couple songs I'm kind of meh on, but Yeah, I'm so proud of it all. It's all my own little refrigerator art, you know. It's at the end of the day, if no one else liked it, at least I liked it. You know, put it out. At one point, I liked every song that I put out. Some lasted longer than others, though. Yo, what's up? Yo, Tubby, what's up, bro? How you doing? Maybe each album or year have a different neon glow behind the eyes of of the eye cover. Ooh, that kind of reminds me of what was that shit? This is gonna be a deep reference. I don't know if y'all will all get this one, but I don't know if any of y'all play Call of Duty Zombies. But there was like this one like part of the story where like there were certain people controlling the zombies, so like different eye colors of the zombies would indicate that different people were in control of the zombies. And that kind of reminds me of that, where like the blue eyes I think were like Samantha, and the other one's like Rick Toppin or some shit. But yeah, deep cut on that one. So sorry to show my nerdiness, but yeah, that shit would be hard. It's not a bad idea. Change it up slightly. We'll see. We'll see. Kind of up for whatever. Well, it's been an hour and 16 minutes. Might be worth hopping off here soon, but I'll leave y'all with one more song before I dip. Might as well play. Now I won't play you another song on the album. I'll play you a demo I made instead. Um, Gotta save some for later. This has been a fun little test run. I fuck with this. I don't know if this is gonna stay up or if I can like just like delete it or whatever, and this will be just kind of like a one-off thing. But let's see what I can pull up on here. What was this? Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all are gonna like this, but I made this the other day and it's kind of funny. I don't know if y'all like JPEG Mafia at all, but this is the loudest, most obnoxious, nice voice crack, most obnoxious shit. All right, let's see what's happening here. Let me distort the vocals, make sure the decapitator is on there. All right, sorry in advance for this one. Yeah, some messy shit. It's not that long right now. I have to keep writing to it, but I'm kind of weird with the rap shit. I don't want to like be a rapper because like there's enough white rappers out there. I think at this point, I think I might as well just stick to my lane, just be a singer instead. But I don't know. Maybe maybe in the future do something like that. Maybe that'll show up on like an interlude or something. Like it'd be dope to have like just like a 50-second like in your face fucking rap part and then pop into something different. We're working on the new album. I think that'll be something cool to throw on there. Let's see. Oh shit. Hi, I love you. I'm gonna go through all these before I dip. Hi, I love you. Choppy, appreciate it. Love you too. COD Zombies is fire. What's your favorite map? Dude, I mean Kino is the one to run it up, but like as far as like unique maps, I stopped playing after Black Ops 2, I think. I know a lot of people hate this map, but it was super dope. It was the one with the elevators, like you would run through and like you'd have to jump across buildings and shit. What was the name of that map? Oh man, I know people did not like it, but I thought it was super like interesting for a zombies map. My favorite is probably Kino, and then Doris, of course. Like those are the best ones. I think have like the most like nostalgia for me. But the elevator one I thought was super unique. Transit seemed like it'd be a good idea. But that shit sucked. I hated that map. Nick Cathan. Nick, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Nick, but I motherfucking appreciate you, dude. Thanks, man. ASB, Jorn VM, I love him too. Hard heart, yes, yes. I think I know. I don't know who that's in context to, but yeah, I do love them. I'm glad you're staying hydrated. Yes, yes, have to, have to. Yo, your tracks deserve millions of views or a million of views. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Range Strife, very kind. I enjoyed it for as little as I caught. It's nice to see the guy behind the art. Appreciate you, Crunchy. E2V, love JPEG Mafia. He's fucking dope. One of a kind. No one makes music like him. He's an individual. I fucking love music like that. When you can only get it from that person, and people can try to copy it, but it'll never sound the same. That's kind of the mantra. When will you do something like this again? I don't know. I kind of like just like hopping on, doing shit randomly. It'll be on a whim, but I don't know. Maybe in a few weeks, maybe when the single drops, or maybe um, I don't know. It'll be more regular though. I'd like to get some of the guys in. Maybe like we could actually like do like a live cook up or something and make some shit on the spot and see what comes out. Maybe it'll be dope. Maybe it'll suck, but it'll be fun to do anyway. When do you expect the album to be out? Don't want to give it away, but there is a release date. It'll be a little bit away. Trying to feel like how to say it without saying it. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be soon. It'll be soon. Die Rise. Oh, Die Rise. Yes, that's exactly what it's called. Yeah, yeah. That map is fucking dope. That map is so dope. You're so cool. Wow, thanks. I appreciate it. I don't think so. I'm pretty nerdy, but the positive reinforcement is always appreciated. Thank you for being so kind. Sounds good, man. See you tomorrow. You're not gonna see me tomorrow, I don't think, but you'll see me, at some point. So I love you, man. We'll be watching out for your music. It always slaps. I'll head off, but I hope you enjoy the stream. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Um, yeah, Love Your Neighbors, the album coming soon. Coming very soon. We'll do streams more often. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Drink some water. And I don't know. Be happy. I don't know. Fuck it. Bye. Yes, album this spring. Peace.